Imagine standing on the vast African savanna 2.5 million years ago. The air hums with tension, the smell of dust and wild grass thick in your nostrils. In the distance, a herd of colossal elephants, massive creatures, twice the size of those we know today, moves like ancient living mountains across the endless plains. The sun burns low and fierce on the horizon, its golden rays painting the landscape in amber light. But you are not a traveler here. You are part of this world, woven into its danger and wonder. You are Homo habilis, one of the first true humans. Your heartbeat thunders in your chest as you grip a sharp stone in your trembling hand. Around you, your small band, family, tribe, kin moves in silence, every eye alert, every breath calculated. The wind carries the scent of prey, but also the musk of predators watching from afar. Tonight, survival depends not on strength, but on courage, cunning, and teamwork. This is not a world of comfort, cities, or firelight. It is a world ruled by tooth and claw, by instinct and hunger. This is life 2.5 million years ago. At that time, the earth itself was shifting into a colder mood. Vast glaciers now let the ages roll forward. A few 100,000 years later, we meet Homo erectus, the next great step in the human story. Taller, stronger, and far more intelligent, they stride confidently across Africa and beyond. These humans have learned the secret of fire. Imagine the night, flames crackling, sparks rising into a starlit sky, faces glowing red in the warmth. Around those fires, our ancestors roast meat, share food, and communicate through gestures, grunts, and perhaps the earliest forms of storytelling. Fire changes everything. It offers warmth in the cold, safety from predators, and a place to plan. It allows meat to be cooked, making nutrients easier to digest, feeding not just the body, but the growing brain. And with this power, Homo erectus begins to dream bigger. They hunt larger prey, towering mammoths that roam the tundra, massive ground sloths that lumber through ancient forests. Armed with spears, hardened in flame, and later tipped with stone, they become hunters of giants. Each successful kill feeds entire groups, strengthens bonds, and passes down hard-won knowledge. In the flickering glow of firelight, the roots of human culture are born. But the true genius of humanity lies not only in its tools, it lies in patience. Our ancestors invented one of the most astonishing hunting strategies ever known: persistence hunting. No ambush, no traps, just sheer endurance. Under the blazing sun, small groups of hunters would track an animal for hours, sometimes even days. They followed footprints, droppings, and subtle shifts in the grass. While the animal ran, panting and desperate, humans walked, steady, relentless. They could sweat, cooling their bodies as they moved, while their prey overheated. Step by step, they closed the distance. Finally, when exhaustion overcame the animal, it collapsed and the hunters struck. This was a revolution of the mind. For the first time, victory did not come from strength or claws. It came from intelligence, cooperation, and willpower. Humanity had found its defining trait: endurance fueled by thought. Over the millennia, humans spread across every continent. They crossed deserts, braved frozen mountains, and sailed across open seas. In every new land, they adapted. In the ice-cold north, they crafted clothing from hides and learned to build shelters of bone and snow. In dense forests, they shaped traps and carved bows to hunt quietly among the trees. On wide grasslands, they drove herds toward cliffs, coordinating in astonishing unity. They became masters of every environment they touched. In Europe, they hunted mammoths and woolly rhinoceroses. In North America, they tracked mastodons and giant bison. In Australia, they faced marsupial lions and enormous kangaroos. Everywhere they went, the great beasts, the megafauna, fell before their skill. But with each triumph came an invisible cost. As humans perfected their craft, the balance of nature began to shift. The great predators dwindled, the towering herbivores vanished, the megafauna extinction swept across the planet. Some say it was the changing climate that doomed them. Others believe it was us, our hunger, our fire, our cunning. Perhaps it was both. By 10,000 years ago, the age of giants was over, and in their place stood the ultimate survivor, humankind. Think about that for a moment. The story of prehistoric hunting is not just about blood and danger. It's about transformation. Those first crude flakes of stone were the seeds of everything that came after. Spears, arrows, agriculture, civilization, and technology. Every fire lit, every meal shared, every plan whispered beneath the stars was a step toward who we are today. Our ancestors didn't just hunt animals, they hunted knowledge. They hunted control over their destiny. They hunted the very concept of the future. From the moment a human first lifted a stone, the species began an unending quest to survive, to adapt, to understand. And now, close your eyes and travel back once more to that ancient plain. The sun sets behind a herd of mammoths, their silhouettes vast against the burning sky. The ground trembles beneath their heavy steps. You crouch low in the tall grass, your tribe beside you. The air charged with tension. Your spear is ready. Your heart beats fast. The world is raw, untamed, magnificent. And in that breathless moment before the hunt begins, you understand something timeless. Something still within us today. We have always been hunters, not just of food, but of survival, of progress, of the future itself. The hunt never ended. It simply changed shape. And because of those first brave hunters who dared to face the giants, humanity learned to dream, to build, to imagine, and ultimately to become the most extraordinary predator the Earth has ever known.